In the Phoenix area, we've got many disturbing events. One is that a couple of the signs, campaign signs, not related to Obama, campaign signs for other things, are being defaced with graffiti with a very simple message: kill Obama. So here we go again. Now remember, this is where people showed up with semi-automatics to an Obama event. This is where we have the pastor who keeps saying that if you cared about humanity, you take out the president, and then you see that sign, although it's very poorly done, you could almost not read it very well, but how surprising that these guys are not that bright. And then, unrelated to this, also in the Phoenix area, and I had not seen this until I saw a link from that story. Apparently on October 3rd, a mixed-race couple was shot down in Phoenix. And they were walking along in a park, and a guy with shaved head and tattoos all over came up and asked the black guy, quote, "What are you doing with that white woman?" And then he followed him around, and they tried to, of course, walk away. They didn't talk to him. And then the guy got in a car, and apparently they followed this couple along with the car, along the street with the car. And then the guy took out a gun from the car and shot him. And the woman is dead, and her boyfriend has also been injured, but he's all right. He's going to make it, okay? Now, they're wondering if it's race-related. Let me put two and two together and see what I come up with. I'm going to go ahead and guess that was race-related. Now, if the story that's out there is true, of course it's race-related. And don't get me wrong. To be fair, the cops say, look, it's very, very likely to be race-related given the circumstances. So now, and oh, by the way, that the sheriff, the toughest sheriff in America or whatever, that guy who's generally a conservative douchebag, is very upset about the graffiti on the signs. And he says it's unacceptable to say things like that about the president. I'm looking forward to finding those guys and putting them in pink panties or whatever he does, right? So that's an upside of that. But look, number one, now people are getting concerned that Arizona is becoming a bit of a hotbed for white nationalists. And number two, for those of you who think that, oh, no, racism is over in this country and people don't have to worry about discrimination, people still get shot in parks in the country over racism. That doesn't happen that often, but it definitely does happen. And I know that it's not, even close to a majority of white people who think that way. It's not even a significant minority. But you know what? If you're a black guy walking around with a white woman in a park in Arizona, you're right to be concerned, okay? And that's what goes through everybody's head. And so it doesn't go through your head if you're not black, but if you're a black guy, it does go through your head. And so that's the kind of thing you got to understand that happens, and that's why sometimes people are, to use a bad word, you're a little touchy about that, okay? JR.
This is what's different. Like you said, you were telling that story, and it sounded like it was 1952. Mm-hmm. So the only problem is it's 2009, and at the time we were still getting somewhere, and it was considered a lot more normal for that to happen. The problem now is especially with covering stuff up like that, or saying, oh, well, there's a couple loons out there, or no, they don't really mean that, or no, you're playing the race card every time it happens, or if you try to cover it up because you're worried that your political party is going to be damaged by it, your team is going to start losing again, you cover it up, and then people tend to say, well, forget this, I'm going to take care of this myself, because maybe people didn't do it as much in the past, but they will do it now. I mean, so someone that's worried about walking in the park with their white girlfriend, and it's not normal anymore, he's gonna do something about it. And if you cover it up and say that we can't be playing the race card because then everybody's gonna be all scared to even say anything, yeah. But let's not just completely blow it over, because it's only gonna get worse. People fight back more now. In case you forgot, black folks can own guns.
Yeah, you know what? I remember we did a story a couple of days ago. It turns out anybody can own a gun. So now, of course, if black guys are packing heat in the park, you think they might have a different reaction, JR, about the rights of gun ownership?